In my 40s and 50s, my life was a shambles in every way. Now that I'm 63 and thriving, here are 8 harsh truths I wish I could tell my 40-something self. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be brutal because I have to be to get through to him and to you so you don't have to go through what I did. By truth number 8, I'll be bearing my soul. Harsh truth number 1. Nutrition. If your BMI is over 25 and you have not been strength training, that's not muscle, it's fat. You're overweight, obese if your BMI is over 30. Unless you fix how you eat, you will keep putting on the pounds and putting your health and your quality of life at risk. When I was 46, my BMI was 27, a flabby 183 pounds and growing on a 5'9" frame. I'd been overweight since college. When I went bungee jumping at 27, I had to jump last so they could add an extra cord to accommodate my weight. But even that could not break through my wall of denial. I was surrounded by people who looked like me, ate like me, exercised like me, not at all. So I thought I was normal. It took walking down a Swiss street and seeing no potbellies except mine to finally open my eyes. Well, that and learning the health risks. It's not the excess body fat per se, but the conditions that can come with it. Type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, dementia, high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, fatty liver disease, kidney disease, many types of cancer, arthritis, erectile dysfunction, sleep apnea, and more. How to fix? Strength and cardio training have their own massive benefits, but a healthy weight comes first and foremost from nutrition. Follow 6 principles. Ruthlessly cut empty carbs, juice, refined flours, added sugars. That's how I started. I dropped 30 pounds the first year and kept those pounds off. Eat real food, not ultra-processed. Prioritize protein. Eat more fiber from a variety of plants. Don't eat more than you burn. And eat in a way that you can sustain for life, not just for next month. Harsh truth number 2, fitness. There is an athlete inside you. For your present and future well-being, bring that athlete out. I know you're not an athlete, you've never been an athlete, you don't even exercise. Please start. Your family and friends won't believe in you. My wife and kids called me fat. They joked that I had not earned my athlete's foot. When I said I wanted to do an Ironman triathlon like plenty of people my age, they retorted, yes, but they're athletes. Don't let this disbelief stop you. To reveal the athlete within you, start chipping away at your flabby self like a sculptor with a block of marble. Start walking. That's how I started, on a treadmill in the basement in the Massachusetts winter, gradually increasing the speed until I was running. When you do shift from walking to running, get a physical therapist to assess your wonky running form, because you've got one, and fix your issues before they turn into injuries. I saw a PT after I dropped out of my first race with an Achilles tendon injury that had been caused by my wonky running form. Be smarter than me. Similarly, when you eventually add strength training to the mix, and you must, get a trainer to teach you proper lifting form. You'll get better results and avoid injuries. Don't go overboard. Start small and work up to an exercise volume that you can consistently make time for. Consistency compounds. Since I started 17 years ago, I've consistently exercised for 1 hour per day, and the returns have been tremendous. Fix your unhealthy diet. Eat real food, cut empty carbs, eat more protein and fiber. As the excess pounds slowly melt off, your enjoyment of exercise will increase. Claim your athlete identity. Immerse yourself in health and fitness podcasts, videos, books. Most importantly, join a community of athletes. After a year of solo walking and running, I joined the local triathlon team as a total tri-noob. Don't be afraid to be the newbie in the group. They love it when new people join the sport they love. What's your inner athlete capable of? You won't know until you try. You might even find yourself on the winner's podium. But you know what the best part is? After a few years, no one will believe that you were ever not an athlete. Harsh truth number 3, sleep. Stop skimping on sleep. Sleep is not optional. He who dies with the least sleep does not win, just dies sooner. True, sleep is costly. While we sleep, we're defenseless. We're not gathering food or making money. We're not procreating, not caring for our young. If there was any way to live without sleep, evolution would have left sleep in the dust 500 million years ago. And yet, 500 million years of creatures with brains, every creature with a brain, from whales to worms, still sleeps. That should tell you how non-optional sleep is for life. What does it do anyway? For starters, sleep repairs muscles and tissues, flushes waste products from your brain, locks in new memories. Your dreams process difficult emotional memories and enhance creativity. Without these benefits, your chronic short sleep is speeding you towards obesity and diabetes, weakening your immune system, tanking your testosterone. It's significantly increasing your risk of heart disease, stroke, cognitive decline, dementia, and early death. It's making you more angry, depressed, and unproductive. Oh, and all that coffee you're drinking to get through the day? Stop fooling yourself. Caffeine is not sleep. All it does is temporarily block you from feeling your sleep deficit, but that deficit is still there, piling up more each day, ready to hit you even harder when the caffeine wears off. The problem is, you've been underslept for so long, you can't remember how glorious it feels to be well rested. Try this simple 5-point sleep protocol for 1 week and see. 1. Dedicate 8 hours a night to sleep. During your sleep shift, don't do anything, don't think about anything. Just sleep or breathe with closed eyes. 2. Stop caffeine 8 to 12 hours before bed. Stop eating and stop alcohol 3 hours before. 3. Start winding down 1 hour before bed. Take the lights and stimulation down. 4. Go to sleep in a cool, dark room. And 5. No electronics in the bedroom. If practicing good sleep hygiene doesn't do the trick, get a sleep apnea assessment. If it's not sleep apnea, if it's true insomnia, sleeping pills are not the answer. They're sedatives, and sedation is not sleep. Instead, get CBTI, cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. The life you want is on the other side of the sleep you're not getting. Harsh truth number 4, spending. We're going to talk about home buying because that's where my 40-something self screwed up. But this truth applies to any big purchase that society says you should make to be happy. RV, 6-figure wedding, college degree, okay? Society's convinced you that buying a home is a required station on the railroad track to happiness. It's not. But it's a good investment, right? We'll get to that in a minute. In my experience, buying a home only makes sense with 1, the right circumstances, 2, the right house, and 3, the right cost. 1, right circumstances. You expect to stay in the house for at least 10 to 15 years. That means you like living where the house is located. You won't have to relocate for work or to find a job if you lose yours. If you're buying with your partner, you have a healthy, happy relationship. You know how many kids you might have, whether aging parents might be living with you, and how many people are going to be living under this roof. And if you're having kids, you like the school district. 2, It's the right house for you now, 10, 20 years from now. So imagine in detail how you want to live, what spaces you'll use a lot, how you'll use them. Indoor spaces, outdoor spaces like yards, and neighborhood spaces like neighbors, churches, running trails. Now, buy only what you'll use a lot. Don't buy what you won't. When we built our family house, we screwed this up so hard. We built, bought, furnished, heated, cooled, and maintained 4,000 square feet and used maybe only 2,400 of that. Indoor spaces? Our great room took up half the first floor for the big parties we were going to throw. But because our driveway only fit 3 cars and there was no street parking on our country road, those big parties never happened. Outdoors? Our big lawn was unusable much of the year due to weather and mosquitoes. Neighborhood? We were isolated on that country road, not where we and our kids could just cross the street to see friends. 3, right cost. Do the math. Not just mortgage, insurance, property tax, maintenance, utilities, HOA fees. What can you afford with a healthy safety margin for financial downturns and unexpected expenses? We overstretched. And then right after moving in, I got laid off. It took 8 months to find a local job at half the salary while my partner was scaling back her therapy practice to raise our kids. We were house poor from the start, constantly financially stressed. We hung in for 15 years till the kids graduated high school, but we would have been so much happier those 15 years if we'd chosen the right house at the right cost. But at least it was a good investment, right? Yeah, we sold that house for 20% less than we paid for it. Harsh truth number 5, purpose. You're convinced you need a purpose, a way to give to the world outside yourself. That's admirable, but you're looking for it in the wrong place. I know at this stage of life, you're impossibly busy. A marriage to hold together, children to raise, parents to care for, a house to maintain, a job to hold on to barely pay for it all. You've got zero bandwidth to take on some new outside activity that gives back to the world. So it's tempting to do what I did and claim your job as your purpose. Like, my purpose in life is insert company mission statement here. Wouldn't your company love that? But at this challenging stage in life, your purpose is not burying yourself further in your work. It's showing up as a positive force for your family, the people in your life. Ironically, that starts with you taking care of yourself. Eating healthy, exercising, getting enough sleep, moderating your vices, mastering your stress and your negative emotions. Your self-care serves your family and makes you capable of giving them more good. You have the fitness to run around with your kids, the energy to romance your spouse, the joy that makes you a joy to be around, and giving less bad. You're not constantly exhausted, numbed out on alcohol, distracted by stress, blinded by anger. And your life becomes a positive example that your family will start to adopt. Your actions shape them more than your words ever will. Next, after that self-care, be fully present with your spouse. Listen, accept, admire, desire, support. Solve your problems. Don't hesitate to get help. Give your kids the best gift ever, the lived experience of a healthy, happy relationship. Now, be fully present with your children. I'm not going to dispense parenting advice. Every situation is different. If you're taking care of yourself and your spouse and you're present with your kids, you'll do fine. For now, your family is your purpose. When your next stage arrives, when the nest empties and the career concludes, you'll find time and space to start giving back to the wider world. And you'll be doing it from a solid foundation. Harsh truth number 6. alcohol. You know, in a horror movie, the character's about to do something obviously stupid, and we in the audience are shouting at the screen, "Don't go into the basement!" If that audience were watching the movie of your life, what advice, obvious to everyone but you, would they be shouting at the screen? For me, for decades now, it would be, "Drink less!" Because I was drinking a lot, alone, habitually, to numb myself. But here's the harsh truth. Alcohol is literally a poison. There is no safe dose. The more you consume, the greater your long-term risk of cancer, liver disease, heart disease, stroke, cognitive impairment, immune system damage, gut damage, and mental health issues. And in the short term, alcohol impairs your judgment, motivations, inhibitions, motor skills, mood, and sleep. But isn't at least red wine healthy because of resveratrol? True, that compound has shown anti-aging effects in mice. But to get the same effective dose as a human, you'd have to drink hundreds of glasses of red wine per day, and you'd be dead. Well, what about those long-lived wine-drinking Mediterranean cultures? Their longevity benefits don't come from drinking red wine in isolation. Quite the opposite. They come from the culture as a whole, savoring a glass of red wine at a leisurely meal made from healthy ingredients in the company of family and friends, combined with regular exercise. So when it comes to the poison that you're drinking, you have two options. You can quit. That would be the healthiest, simplest path. Or at least you can follow the Mediterranean model and drink very selectively. Only really delicious drinks, savored socially in moderation. Only when the enjoyment you get from each sip of each drink far outweighs the cost of the poison that's in it. Same as you already have to do with cake and ice cream. As a cocktail mixologist who loves making delicious drinks for friends, I've chosen the latter path. It is the harder path, and I'm still struggling to dial it in. But socially and health-wise, I'm already in a better place than I was in my lonely, overdrinking 40s. So be honest with yourself. Is the experience of every drink you're taking right now worth the poison, or are they mindless, habitual, social-pressured drug seeking like mine were? Harsh truth number 7. Anger. You need to master your negative emotions, especially your anger. Master does not mean ignore or suppress. That only works until it doesn't. Then you erupt like Mount Vesuvius. My kids used to call me Lava Man. Master means listen to your emotion, then choose your response. See, your negative emotions actually serve a purpose. Anger, fear, sadness, disgust warn you of threats that you need to act on. Repel the intruder, back away from the snake, mend the relationship with your tribe, don't eat the rotting meat. You feel the emotion, resolve the threat, the emotion goes away because its work is done. The emotion is supposed to be temporary. So how come you're angry all the time? 4 reasons. 1, you're not getting enough sleep and exercise. Sleep is essential to your ability to regulate negative emotions. Exercise helps to boost your mood and reduce your stress. Fix those. 2, you're angry at so many things because your modern mind is interpreting a lot of things as threats that aren't. The driver who cut you off in traffic, the politician who insulted your favorite cause, the spiraling price of orange juice. In your mind, in all these cases, reality is not behaving the way it should, and it's doing it just to spite you. Threat, anger. You realize how ridiculous that sounds, right? Like you get to decide how reality should behave, and everything that happens in reality is all aimed at you? Really? Look, accept reality as reality. You can't control it, and it doesn't care about you. Focus on what you can control. You, your thoughts, your actions. Then your imagined threats will evaporate and you'll have a lot less to be angry about. 3, even when the threat is real, you're staying angry far longer than necessary because you're afraid to take action to resolve the threat. You don't sit down with your partner to resolve your disagreements. You don't downsize to a house you can afford. You don't get help parenting your difficult child. Remember, the purpose of anger is to signal you to take action. Find the courage to take positive action. Finally, 4, sometimes your anger is performative. You feel obliged to be angry because society says there's something wrong with you if you aren't angry about the hot issue of the day. But anger without action is meaningless. Take action or don't, but stop performing. Master your anger, and you'll be a better partner and parent and a happier person. And that brings us to harsh truth number 8. Relationships. You and your partner are miserable in your relationship. It's the biggest problem in your life, and it's not going to magically fix itself. It's going to get uglier. Stop being passive, find the courage to act, and if you can't fix it, find the courage to leave. Get to work on the only thing you control, you, your thoughts, your actions. Accept that you do not control your partner. They have to change themselves. Start with your foundational self-care. Get more sleep, get some exercise, eat better, master your emotions. But be careful. Do not get stuck obsessing over self-improvement as a way of avoiding that difficult relationship work you got to get to. I spent years improving myself while my relationship crumbled. Give yourself maybe 6 months to get some healthier habits in place. Then start the deep work. Look at yourself with brutal honesty. In what ways are you not showing up fully as a positive force in your relationship? For example, what are you holding back, hiding, avoiding, sedating? What parts of you have you cut off to fit in? Do you love, admire, respect, desire, accept your partner? Are you keeping them safe? What boundaries are you not setting? Needs you're not asking for? Feedback you're not giving? What has blocked you from fixing your problems that are hurting your relationship? In my case, it was fear of confrontation and shame. I should have gotten therapy, but the problem with shame is you're ashamed to even admit you have it. Look, if you can't fully diagnose your blocks and clear them away yourself, and you probably can't, get therapy. Sound like a lot of work? Healthy, happy relationships take ongoing investment. If you're not willing to invest the work into your relationship, why are you in it? Am I saying this is all on you? No. Everything I just told you, self-care, deep work, therapy, ongoing investment, your partner has to do as well. And the two of you need to work together to build your relationship skills. This means couples therapy. I recommend looking for a Gottman-trained therapist. If you won't commit wholeheartedly to doing the work to fix your relationship, or your partner won't, or you both try your best and it's still miserable, end it without delay. Don't stay together for the children. The greatest gift you can give them is the lived experience of a healthy, happy relationship. Stop burdening them with the opposite. Fix it now together, or end it now, fix yourself, and do better next time, like I've done. 8 harsh truths. Which hit home for you? Tell me in the comments, and I'll give you more on that topic. And because changing your life means changing your habits. Watch this video next to learn the tiny habits, habit building system that I use. Till next time, thrive now for life.